Pulling Luocha or Ranmei with your free golden token is honestly just bait from Hoyoverse. And let me tell y'all why. But before we get into it, YouTube! What's going on, everybody? My name is Phantomatic, and just as I said, literally just now, this entire thing right here is just bait, alright? Now, I'm not talking about the concept of the shop, but the fact that they're advertising Ranmei and Luocha to get for free is the bait. Now, I'm going to explain as to why you should save this golden token for future 5-star characters that are releasing in the shop. But before I get into it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And well, let's get on with the video. So if you didn't know, we are currently having this, well, 3.2 is going to be having this event that's lasting from 3.2 to version 3.4. Now, the event is not the characters in the shop. The event is this right here. Trailblaze, to participate in the event, you need to be Trailblazer level 4 or better, well, or more, and unlock the travel log, which is this reward right here. Now, this reward is basically going to allow you to get one 5-star character for free from the shop. Now, who's the characters in the shop at the moment? Well, currently it is Ranmei, Luocha, and the 7 standard 5-star characters that are on the standard banner. So as you can see here, use Golden Companion Spirit at the Stellar Convergence shop to exchange. Golden Companion Spirit 1 can be exchanged for 5-star characters, well, 1 5-star character or variable dice from the shop. The following characters can be exchanged: Ranmei, Luocha, Himiko, Welt, Bronya, Clara, Yangqing, and Bailu. As you can see here, they're heavily advertising Ranmei and Luocha being in the shop, and basically they're telling you, yo, you should definitely use your token to pull one of these characters. And there's a lot of people
being like, oh my god, I'm choosing Ranmei, oh my god, I'm choosing Luocha.
And I'm gonna let you all know right now, Ranmei and Luocha are definitely not worth using your tokens on.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Of course, if you don't have Ranmei, you can go get her. She's a phenomenal Harmony supporter. She's a universal supporter, basically. Her damage boost with her skill, the fact that she can delay enemies in the break state. She does a lot of good stuff, right? Affect all res type pen. She's pretty darn good, right? But currently, let's say within the meta or like team building, her main role is always going to be in break teams. Now you're going to disagree. You're going to be like,
didn't you just say that she's a universal supporter?
Yes. However, currently within the meta or currently within team building, she really just does not have a spot outside of break teams. You're mostly going to use her on break teams, especially if you've been pulling when around Pinnacle, like in the 2.0 era. If you've been pulling in the 2.0 era, trust and believe, most of your characters support break, okay? I'm talking Lingsha, I'm talking Rappa, I'm talking Firefly, I'm talking Gallagher. Basically, the majority of the characters in 2.0 were supporting break, and Ranmei is no exception. Now, Ranmei did release before 2.0, but her kit does really help break characters strive. But does that mean you can't pull her? Of course not. However, looking at the value of this golden token and the value of the shop in the future, you most definitely want to at least consider not pulling her. And don't even worry about, not pulling her, because you're probably wondering,
well, what if she leaves the shop?
That's another thing we're gonna get into right away. So as you can see here, after a version 3.2 update, Trailblazers can use the Golden Companion Spirit to exchange the limited 5-star characters Ranmei and Luocha. Now this is a trick. This all is just a trick, because they're tricking you basically into thinking that this golden token is only going to be able to use to get Ranmei or Luocha. But I'm going to tell you why that's factually wrong. Furthermore, the character warp system has been improved. Trailblazers can now choose who she wants. So this is the 50-50 system. I'm going to be making a separate video talking about that as well. But this video is specifically for Ranmei and Luocha. Now, as you can see here, character exchange and how to obtain tokens. After the version 3.2 update, Trailblazers can visit the Stellar Convergence shop to exchange Golden Companion Spirits for 5-star characters. Limited 5-star characters, Ranmei, Harmony, Ice, Luocha, Abundance, Imaginary. Permanent 5-star characters, the 7 standard characters, and the variable dice. Now read this here. Additional characters will join the exchange shop roster in future updates. So yes, it's not going to be just any lame 5 stars or like, oh my god, congrats. Wawa is not bad. I was gonna say Wawa, but you know what I mean, right? it's not going to be any lame 5 stars. They're just going to be adding characters into here. So you could potentially see Topaz, you could potentially see Robin, you could potentially see Acheron, you could potentially see Lingsha, you can potentially see, hell, even Tribby, you can see in the shop in the future, right? This is not just solely, they're not limiting the characters. They're gonna just be adding characters into this exchange shop. So here's how you can obtain the Golden Companion Spirit. Participate in the limited time event Stellar Companions from version 3.2 to 3.4. Any Trailblazer with Trailblazer level 4 and up can immediately receive 1 Golden Companion Spirit. So that is the event. The event basically is allowing everybody to get one of these Golden Companion Spirits for free. It's not Ranmei or Luocha, okay? Participate in the limited time event Cherish Recollection, so that's the paid event, we really don't care, that's for whales. Silver Companion Spirit Exchange. Use 2 Silver Companion Spirits to exchange for 1 Golden Companion Spirit. To know how to obtain that, yada yada yada. I'm gonna explain it now. So basically, you have to get dupes of an already E6 character to then be able to get 1 Silver Companion Spirit. So essentially, you need to get 2 dupes of any E6 character to get 1 Silver Companion to then exchange for the Golden Companion Spirit. I personally believe this is quite weird and quite sus, and honestly pretty scummy. I honestly believe that we should be able to get 1 Silver Companion Spirit per version update once we complete the story for that version. That way, this allows free-to-play players to practically, this basically allows us to keep up with, let's say the whales who have E6 of every character and will have tons of Silver Companion Spirits. We shouldn't be forced to wait for 25 years to then finally get our first E6 character, to then potentially not get a dupe of that character, then be like, oh well, I guess I'll just wait even more. It's weird. It's really weird. It's really weird. Here are the exchange rules. Now, here's the good part. Here's the good part people should by now notice. Trailblazers can exchange 1 Golden Companion Spirit for 1 5-star character from the exchange shop. You can continue exchanging for a 5-star store character until their Eidolon reaches max level. Characters with max Eidolons are no longer available for exchange. Characters added to the shop remain permanently available for exchange with no expiration date. There you go. So if you're sitting down, biting your fingernails, panicking, wondering, oh man, should I really save this? Yes, you can. Ranmei and Luocha are going to be in the shop permanently. And here's another thing I wanted to discuss. So I've been speculating that once these characters arrive in the shop, they'll no longer have their rerun banners. Now, when I first thought about that, I think, I thought it made sense at first because, well, if they're in the shop, why would they have their rerun banners, right? But here's the thing. They're going to be most likely adding every single 5-star eventually into the shop. From Castris to Tribby to Maide, all of them are most likely going to be in the shop eventually. So to put them in the shop and then be like, oh, well, no more rerun banners, that is a heavy net positive, well, net negative. Whoa, that's going to be a net negative on Hoyoverse's side, because if you stop the rerun banners, that means no money. So what I personally believe is going to happen is that eventually characters are going to be added to the shop permanently, so that this is another way for people to get this character for free. Now, as I said, if we don't get any Silver Companion Spirits from completing the version update, then that is a huge L. That is a huge L, and this shop is heavily greedy. So this is why I say, save your Golden Companion Spirit. Wait and see who else gets added in this shop, because clearly characters aren't being added by any order. It's just random, because look, it's Ranmei and Luocha. Next version, hell, depending, because I don't think it's every version they're getting added. It depends on when Hoyoverse wants to add them. But next time you could see Tribby and Acheron in the shop all of a sudden, and Tribby is literally the best supporter in the game at the moment, because power creep is a thing in this game. My bad, we completely forgot this. But if you're wondering if you can keep your Golden Companion Spirit, if you read down here real quick, there is no expiration date for using Golden Companion Spirits. So your Golden Companion Spirit is going to stay in your inventory, and these characters are going to stay in the shop permanently. So to the people who are egging you on to pull Ranmei, please just sit down and think for yourself whether or not you want Ranmei or Luocha. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I just want to discuss this thing real quick because I don't want people to just pull, to exchange for Ranmei or Luocha and then, miss out on any crazy characters coming in the future. So yeah, make sure to save your Golden Companion Spirit or else, okay? Or else. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. My Discord server is live right now, so make sure to check that out whenever you can. And I will see you all in the next Honkai Star Rail video. Signing off.
I've been so tired. I don't wanna fight, but you're a liar. I need your help, cause the situation's dire. I'm so sick of using people to get higher.